Tune in to the Total Talk, is too real. Talk about sports with the truth, Truesdale. The great Sports Morpheus. Listen up and talk about sports with us. This that sports flow. We talking sports, bro. All sorts low. Tune in to the sports show. All sports, all stats, I'm my all-star. Championship MVP, who gonna ball hard? What's your favorite sporting team? I'm asking y'all. Baseball, football, or is it basketball? Getting money is my sport, so I have to ball. In the tunnel is the best show after all.
What's up?
All right, y'all. Well, it's a new face, and I'm your guest host for the truth, Patrick Tuesday, Elliott Moura. And welcome to In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show with Rich the Great Sports Morpheus and Lemonhead Stinson. I believe he'll be chiming in a bit.
He's out in the vineyard picking lemons so he can make some juice later on.
Right. Me and Patrick Tuesday are business partners with Bayou City Preps Foundation. So he asked me to fill in. He's taking care of business on behalf of BCP. So what's up, y'all? And I'm gonna try to do the best I can to fill in his shoes. Today's show is brought to you by VIP Elite Motors Commercial, and also a friend of BCP, attorney at law, Michael K. Slaughter.
Michael Slaughter.
Yeah.
Actually, some folks will need Michael K. Slaughter. They keep still spending their stimulus money on wild stuff.
Right. It's funny because me and Mike Slaughter have 6 degrees of separation. Him and a cousin of mine are frat brothers, and so it was when we first met, and I was tutoring his son. It was like, man, you know, something like, yeah. He say, man, and you know, so we always have that connection with each other. Small world, very small world.
It sure is.
So,
did you hear about the verses that's going down on Easter Sunday?
So listen, when I saw that, I was almost ready to put my Easter suit on. I say,
yes,
wait a minute, man. Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I'm ready to put some wax on the deuce and the quarter. Hey. I'm ready to get the big bubble back television with the converter box with the little thing that slide across so you can watch your cable. I'm ready for my 8-tracks, all of that, because this is old school and this is for the culture, man.
No, this is for the culture, and if black people are not throwing a party for this versus, like everybody should be somewhere at somebody's house with a party for the Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers.
Versus the Isleys, man, like two of the biggest, iconic, I don't even know if you can even call them groups. They're like super groups. This is like if you had, I guess from a sports comparison, this would be like if you had Shaq, LeBron, Kobe, Michael, and Hakeem Olajuwon on one team, and then you got Magic Bird and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on another team, and they playing all in their prime. Like this is a matchup of that magnitude, man. This is something that's gonna be great for the culture, man. I can't wait.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you because I'm such an Isley Brothers fan. I was so upset when they allowed Adele to do a rendition of "Hello." Like I was pissed, and I couldn't understand why everybody else was. I say, dude, y'all can't let her have this song.
Yeah.
So okay. Who you got? 20 songs. Who you have in this versus win?
It got to be Elements. It got to be. It has to be. What do everybody do? Like clockwork every year on September 1st. You play September. I don't give a damn who you are, where you are. You gonna play September on September. When you hear Serpentine 5 come on, you're gonna lose your damn mind.
Yeah.
That's just we stop right there. That's not even the two best. That's just two these extra classics. Yeah, here we go. We'll throw y'all this bone right here. These boys get down, man.
You know what? This is, if I had to do a number count, like whoever wins, I mean, it's gonna be tight. Like it's not gonna be like 11. Like it's gonna be like 11-9 or a tie. Like I mean, going back to back, man. I mean, and then if they're gonna be in person, like performing, oh man. If
they can even show like some video clips of their old performances. I'll be good with that. Yeah. But I mean, I'm good with that. But just the fact that they gonna shut the internet down. They gonna shut the internet down. This is gonna be huge.
I know that
this is gonna be huge.
They've been purchased. Versus has been purchased by Triller. So I hope with that they can give them some studio quality production if they are going to be in person.
Please. We need this to go properly. No, that Teddy Riley and Babyface. Teddy Riley had a damn Boost mobile phone. He ran out of minutes in the middle of the show. I don't know what the hell that was, man. Hey,
yeah,
and they had a Miracle Online dial-up internet or something. I don't know. It kept freezing. That was a great matchup. Like just two of the best producers ever. But we were kind of robbed of that, man, because it was just the way it came out was not very good. But,
right.
Yeah, they're gonna have to put some extra spit shine on this one right here.
Right, because these are some old school cats.
Yeah,
you definitely need to put some production value behind it. I mean, they definitely are worth it. So
right,
man. I really hope that it is a in-person situation.
Yeah,
man. I mean, this is a concert to me.
Right.
Like if this was a live concert, like they can tour this all over the country.
Yes,
and make money. They
yes, really, and I haven't asked him yet. You know what I'm saying? If he's going to be a part of this or not. But I'm good friends with Chris Jasper.
Okay.
Who was when the original Ozzy Brothers. He was when he wrote the fantastic Voyage to Atlanta. Atlanta stuff. Yeah, that era of Ozzy Brothers, man. If they, he separated from the group. It has whatever. I hope they find a way to squash whatever it is they got going on and bring that brother back with them,
right? So
they can have the whole family back together. So I mean, yeah, classic, iconic matchup, man. That's gonna be great.
It is. It definitely is. I can't wait. And Easter weekend, like that's just that's perfect.
We need Sister Odell to fry some chicken and make some potato salad for us. And that's gonna set it all off for us right there.
Yes, it definitely is. It definitely is. So we want to get into these hot tamales?
Yes.
All right. So there's been a lot of number one upsets in the NCAA basketball tournament this weekend. Illinois got upset today.
Yes.
There's a level of parity in college basketball right now that is, I don't know if astonishing is too strong, but it has made the tournament the tournament better. But you go into the game and you really don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't know 16-1. Like you can get knocked out.
That don't matter as much as you used to.
It does.
You can ask University of Texas. You can ask Illinois. You can ask Ohio State. Their ranking means nothing. And these small schools and these programs that you never heard of before, they're getting better because of the one and done rule, I think. Whereas back in the old days, not very long ago, you knew it was going to either be North Carolina, Duke, UConn, Kentucky, Villanova. One of those programs is going to end up, in the finals. You might here and there, you might have a Gonzaga. Ironically, they're the number one team in the country right now. You might have a team like that go somewhere, but it was few and far between. It was going to be at least one, if not two, of the big board schools in the Final Four, in the finals, playing for the championship. That day is over. As you can see, what's happening is these schools are getting guys to stay for 2, 3, and sometimes 4 years. So they're building unity with their teams. They're building cohesion. They're teaching their guys their system. They're learning. They're getting better as a team. Versus these one and done guys go to North Carolina, who's already gone. Duke didn't even make the tournament. But these guys go there and they just basically get some film, some highlights, and they already talking to the agent. They on their way to the league. So, I love it. This is true March Madness.
True March Madness, and I was watching Gilbert Arenas' podcast, and he had D Wade on, Dwayne Wade on, and they were discussing, and they were talking about the NBA, but I thought it applied to NCAA as well, and the fact that, and me and Pat also see it on the high school football side. Everybody has a trainer now, so the level of skill that players have now, it's like, well, everybody has the skill that 20 or 30 years ago only a few guys had.
Right.
So with the one and done, and then like, okay, well, I can still go here because you have so many skilled players. Well, everybody can't go to Duke. Everybody can't go to North Carolina. So, I can go to Loyola, to Loyola Marymount or any of these mid-level schools and play for 4 years. But then now when you play Duke or North Carolina or Kentucky, you can be very competitive and eliminate them. So it's definitely made it March Madness for real, and the producer's in my ear and she's telling me that we need to pay some bill.
Yeah, we gotta collect that bill money. Gotta pass the collection plate real quick.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Take
care of the building fund. Yes, sir.
Definitely pay the building fund.
All right.
VIP Elite Motors is dedicated to offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles for their customers. From the moment you walk through their door, they're committed to providing you with a great car buying experience. With the skilled sales staff and financing options, they will help you get the vehicle that you want at the great price that you deserve. Go to their website, www.vipeliteMotors.com, to pre-qualify without affecting your credit score. No social security number required. Browse their extensive inventory online and check out the featured vehicles section on the homepage. If you see a vehicle that you like, you can submit an online quote request, or you can contact them to schedule a test drive. Give VIP Elite Motors a call today, 281-471-2800. That's 281-471-2800. They're at 1204 West Main Street in LaPorte, and tell them that In the Tunnel sent you to get your new ride.
He hasn't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have to trade that man. I think the relationship is broken. Yeah. I hope it's not. I'm still going to pull whatever team he goes for. That's going to be my new team. It hasn't made any sense. I think really, was it last Friday when they tweeted out that they was interviewing Josh McCown? Josh McCown? You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. You going for it? I think I'll go for it. Even on Madden, I'm going for it.
Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services should be your first and only call when it comes to tax preparation and filing. We know that preparing to file your taxes can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we offer a comprehensive tax preparation service for an affordable flat fee. Also, we offer a host of other services to include notary. Let us make your life easier with our convenient and affordable notary services. You can certainly entrust your most valuable documents with us. Startup Business Solutions. Establish rapid LLC setups in no time. Marketing strategies. Our team is prepared to offer creative and innovative ways to enhance your business ideas. Credit counseling, insurance protection, and more. Call us for more information and rates. 281-661-3975. Also visit our website at www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. We look forward to servicing you.
In the tunnel, 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 sports talk. Ooh.
Oh, there go the man.
Yeah.
There go the man. Oh, look at that brother with that worthing coat on his chest. Now, if y'all don't know, me and Lemonhead are both graduates of the prestigious Evan Edward Worthing Senior High School in the heart of Sunnyside, Texas. So
we won't hold that against you. We won't hold that against you. You know, people made mistakes in life. We understand. You know, everybody can't be a Raider. I get it.
How you doing, brother? Good. Well, so let's go ahead and talk about it right now. These allegations by Deshaun Watson, and just a little background. A third civil lawsuit filed against Deshaun Watson accuses the Houston Texans quarterback of sexually assaulting a massage therapist by allegedly forcing her to have oral sex with him in December of 2020. These lawsuits have been filed by Houston attorney Tony Busby. If y'all don't know who he is, he ran against Sylvester Turner in the last mayoral race and is a Trump supporter. Okay, so the first thought that came to my mind when I saw this is, well, is this a reaction to him being traded or asking for a trade? Because with any of this that even came out, if he would have not demanded a trade. The second thing that popped into my mind was that I knew that when the Texans kept saying that we're not going to trade him, you have to expect something of this magnitude, because to me, I likened it to a jealous spouse or significant other. And it's like, if I'm not going to have you, then nobody is going to have you.
The old Albert from Color Purple mentality.
Yeah, I think to me, I still feel set up. You know, it's been so long that this has been going on, and it's happened since March of last year. So to me, I'm thinking set up, and I'm thinking, hey, you know, they knew something. The owner and the lawyers so much cohesive with that money, so they know each other. They can bounce.
Tony Busby and Calvin Gare are neighbors. They literally live in the same. They're like right across the street from each other. Like their estates. I can't even call it a house. Their estates are like literally across from each other.
And it's like they don't talk to each other. They don't say or run things by each other here. You know, I just think that you know, at this time, they even had a masseuse lady go to Deshaun Watson place for the Texans. So that's all. It's just too much is tying in, and it might be a little system that's going on around the league. These guys bringing in masseuses, because to me, if you bring a lady all the way in from Atlanta to Houston, put her in a hotel, and she massages you and do things, it's something maybe going on in that area. I don't know. It could be that. It could be that sort. Because it could be a lot of other guys doing the same thing.
This is my thing, though. Why in the hell would a NFL all-pro quarterback go looking for a damn massage therapist on Instagram, man? Like, even the sexual connotations aside, your body's a machine. When you shake Roger Goodell's hand, you are no longer a human being. You are now a business. And you got to do what it takes to protect that business, both the physical attributes of it as well as the social, whatever aspects that can cause you to lose your sponsors, etc. Right? Yeah. So why wouldn't you be searching for someone who specializes in sports massage? These girls wouldn't know sports massage therapists. They would have kind of, you know what I'm saying, you know, they look good and they supposed to make you feel good. Wink, wink. You know, that's what they do. They, the three of us can get a massage from these girls, you know, the same way that, you know, NFL players could. So why wouldn't he? That's the only thing I put on watching is, why didn't you get a licensed sports massage therapist and stick to that one person? Hire that person. When you travel, she travel, or he or she travel, whoever it is. Sometimes it might be a he. Because it's certain muscle groups. I'm not a massage expert, but it's certain massage groups. There's certain muscle groups that the masseuse knows how to a dress-through massage is supposed to make you recover faster, whatever. I'm sure LeBron got one, whatever. You hire that one person or you hire that one team of people and you stick with that. You're talking to people outside your circle of influence. And, to be honest, you're dealing with chicks who already have a propensity to do things for attention. That's why they got Instagram accounts, half butt naked on the Instagram accounts. My boy Antonio Smith, who played with the Texans, he used to call them the hoe bowlers. Is they flaunt their bodies for attention and they attract these dudes, they get them caught up, and this is what they do for a living. So on one hand, yes, I think there's definitely some smoke. As there's a fire behind the smoke with the Texans, and what type of rats they are. With Jack used to be in his private investigative team and all that. But on the other hand, the cheese is out there, man. Don't fall for the trap. Come on, man. Sean, you gotta be smarter than that, man.
Yeah, and that's the only thing. Right now, he can't put himself in that type of situation because nowadays everybody's out to get everybody, and it's like they know he's out. They're going out to get him. And I was sitting there thinking about it. I say, back in the day, how you used to meet a girl and you think that's the girl you hollering and talking to her. Yeah, next thing you know, you going to the hotel. Next thing you know, somebody kicking your doors in. And then all of a sudden you're getting robbed by the people. She act like she don't know nobody.
It's real.
That's what this here thing is to me. I think everything's a setup. They may have planned one to go out, hang out, do whatever they need to do. Then he said, I know this girl. Boom, boom. They go to the next one. I don't know if each of the ladies knew each other, but it almost sounds like they do. But, like I say, more and more going to come out. But I don't trust Busby. I just think that he's a different type.
He's a rat. He's a rat.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the question I have. Does the NFL need a conviction to void his contract?
No. Nope.
Because this
unfortunately, no.
And because that's what I'm looking at as far as the long game of this is like, okay, well, either you're going to rescind your trade offer, your trade demands, and report to camp, and we let this go, or if you're going to hold out like you say you are, well, then we'll just get it to the point where we void your contract, and then it's not on our. But to me, it came down to. How do we get out? If he's going to do this, how do the Texans get out of not paying him his contract?
It's through the collective bargaining agreement. Like I said, the players were, I'm just going to be frank, they were idiots for signing that CBA without changing the language that allows Roger Goodell to have infinite power. Because number one, they're already investigating, and he don't even need criminal charges to be filed. As long as his contract that's quote unquote detrimental is the word, and it shows like a significant harm to the image and reputation of the league, they can shut you down. He can put him on the commissioner's list for a year and just don't even talk to him for a year. And then when he brings him back, he has to go through a reinstatement process. And the person that oversees the reinstatement process is Roger Goodell. So why in the hell would the players agree to something like that? I don't know. They were in a hurry to get their money. They wanted to avoid another lockout or whatever. But they should have held their ground on that one. And this is the kind of stuff that happened as a result.
Rich, they're making backyard deals with the players and the owners right now, and all that's going on. These guys right now that's playing the game, understand, we love them, we watch them, but us guys before us and before me played the game. We try to set an example for these guys to make the money they're making now. Now when they look back, they don't care about anything for these guys, the illness of the guys. We try to care about the guys, the pre-59ers and all that. It's not happening like that. And that's why you look at it, when somebody, Drew Brees retired. Okay, Drew Brees, I'm happy you retired. You were a great player on the field, but you was, not the best rep that you can think of for the older players coming out the league. You had all these things against us and everything. So now I really don't. I can't stand. I used to like Drew Brees, but as a person now, I can't even. I wouldn't even want to talk to him because of the situation that's been going on. And that's what these guys in the league are doing right now. They're doing the same thing. They're going through and just doing what they want to do, and they're not taking the consequences of what got them there. They're taking the consequences that, hey, we don't care. We in for me. You see so many me guys off in there. Like I say, I think I talked to it earlier. We'll never have those guys like the Walter Paytons or the Roger Craigs or those guys that came from the Bears, came from the 49ers, the Montanas. That's going to be all over. Everybody going to sell themselves short and start selling themselves out the league and doing all these other things. That's why we having the problems we having now. We can't, as mentor, you want to go talk. I would love to talk to Deshaun Watson and say, hey, man, what are you thinking about? What are you doing? You're a $144 million man. Come on. You can't make these kind of mistakes. You can't do the stupid things that you're doing. Back then, it took them almost a month to figure out if we did something wrong back then. But with social media, they find out 30 seconds later, you have no time to fix it. Back then in NFL, they fixed things back then before it got to the media and the public.
Exactly.
They to the older guys and let them know. But I don't mean to go running on because I can run on all day, boy. Because this here, it really disappointing to me because.
No. Go ahead. I'm letting y'all know that boss lady is in my ear telling us we need to pay some bills again. So
we got to get across the gun line.
You tell boss lady we're gonna pay these bills and we'll be right back.
Be right back.
VIP Elite Motors is dedicated to offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles for their customers. From the moment you walk through their door, they're committed to providing you with a great car buying experience. With the skilled sales staff and financing options, they will help you get the vehicle that you want at the great price that you deserve. Go to their website, www.vipeliteMotors.com, to pre-qualify without affecting your credit score. No social security number required. Browse their extensive inventory online and check out the featured vehicles section on the homepage. If you see a vehicle that you like, you can submit an online quote request, or you can contact them to schedule a test drive. Give VIP Elite Motors a call today, 281-471-2800. That's 281-471-2800. They're at 1204 West Main Street in LaPorte, and tell them that In the Tunnel sent you to get your new ride.
Small business, big business. In the Tunnel is here for you and all your advertisement needs for as little as $1 a day. Call us now, 832-245-1050.
Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services should be your first and only call when it comes to tax preparation and filing. We know that preparing to file your taxes can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we offer a comprehensive tax preparation service for an affordable flat fee. Also, we offer a host of other services to include notary. Let us make your life easier with our convenient and affordable notary services. You can certainly entrust your most valuable documents with us. Startup Business Solutions. Establish rapid LLC setups in no time. Marketing strategies. Our team is prepared to offer creative and innovative ways to enhance your business ideas. Credit counseling, insurance protection, and more. Call us for more information and rates. 281-661-3975. Also visit our website at www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. We look forward to servicing you.
He hasn't said it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to have to trade that man. I think the relationship is broken.
Yeah.
I hope it's not. I'm still going to pull whatever team he goes for. That's going to be my new team. It hasn't made any sense. I think really, was it last Friday when they tweeted out that they was interviewing Josh McCown? Josh McCown? You have Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback. What do you do? What do you do?
I'm going for it.
I'm going for it. You going for it? I think I'll go for it. Even on Madden, I'm going for it.
Okay, I'm not being such a good host because I haven't told to the listeners and the watchers and the viewers to go to the Instagram, to our Facebook,
Twitter,
to the
YouTube,
website, to like, share, and subscribe to In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show. So please get those likes up, get those shares up, hit that subscribe button. If you want highlights, if you want to be hit the bell on YouTube, if you want to know when a new episode is coming up, please, people, go to our social media and to the website and show us some love. Now, one of my favorite parts of the segment is sit your ass down. So, Rich, I'm gonna let you
Without further ado,
sit your ass down.
Man, sit your dumb ass down. Sir, could you sit your African American ass down?
Man, sit your ass down. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Could you just sit your ass down and be
Mr.
quiet?
Speaker.
Oh.
You're a scammer. You're a schemer. You've got the brain of a pissant, and you're running an empire. You're not smart.
Sit your ass down.
it is a pleasure and an honor this week to award our weekly Sit Your Ass Down award to none other than Derek Jackson. For those of you who don't know, Derek Jackson, he is the self-proclaimed relationship guru with over 500,000 followers. He sold about 400,000 books. This dude makes a living on bashing black men. I don't know how to say it, but this is what he does. He talks about how, black men are toxic in relationships. We don't know how to treat women. All we do is cheat on them, blah, blah, blah. You can just Google the guy. You'll see all the garbage that he has out there. Well, he's been outed by a YouTube host, a very popular YouTube host who was able to make contact with his mistress, who shared intricate details and receipts, text messages, videos, pictures, etc., of him cheating on his wife for the past 4 years, including a stint where he brought the woman to their home and had sex in their bed. So, Mr. Relationship Guru, Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. Perfect, Derek Jackson, on behalf of the In the Tunnel Sports family, it is a pleasure to tell you to sit your ass down.
Wow.
All the way down. You gotta learn. How about you? Y'all listen to these false prophets, man. Talking all this foolishness. This dude here creeping and rolling the whole time.
Well, I mean, you have to be an expert to know. But the issue is, and Rich, we talked about this pre-show, and Fortune 500 companies. I mean, just in general, people have profitized off the pain and joy of African American women. Mm-hmm. I mean, your women's companies, your
loyal customers.
They're very loyal customers. They have you look at your reality shows, you look at your women's conferences. I mean, it's so much, but then creating the narrative and creating this beef between black men and black women makes a lot of people money. And unfortunately, it's fed into because it gives affirmation to those who have experienced it. But at the same time, to be a black man and to bash black men, I just I can't get with it. I can't.
Right. He does it for a living. It would be different if he came from the perspective of, okay, I was that type of guy before. I changed. I turned my life around. Here's how you can do it. No, he carried himself as though he's Mr. Perfect. Like, I never do this type of stuff. Like he was the model of, how a black man should have a relationship with a black woman. And he claimed that, his marriage was perfect with his wife and blah, blah, blah. So it was just, all just a bunch of bull. And, I guess the wind shifted directions and started blowing the snake off the pile. So.
Listen, we can have a whole other talk show.
This could be a show by itself.
By itself. By itself. This could be an entire show by itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show, and I'm your special guest host, Elliott Moura. We're with Rich the Great, Sports Morpheus, and Lemonhead Stinson. Now, we have any comments from any viewers and watchers happening right now?
We'll get them over with you. Yeah, there's Lemonhead popping back on. There you go.
All right, got y'all back.
If not, we can jump into what's happening.
Yes.
And the first item on the agenda is the 4 players cut by the Cowboys. which these seem like some role guys, some backup players. But you have Marcus Henry who played center. You had tight end Cole Akutini, wide receiver John Vale Johnson, and wide receiver Chris Lacey. And I would imagine these cuts are in relation to, one, the salary cap being lower, and then two, I mean, Dak Prescott just signed a bunch of money. So
a whole lot of money.
We're trying to make money, and I would imagine.
Hey,
Obviously,
I'm glad Jerry did it.
Oh yeah. That guy.
I'm glad Dak got his money. He deserved it. He does.
He
got what the market pays for a quarterback of his caliber at this particular time. And at some point, it's going to be another quarterback that comes over and make more than him and Mahomes. So I mean, it is what it is. He got his money.
Well, yeah, it's going to keep.
But I think this
keep on. I mean.
But I was looking at something on YouTube, and I forget the channel that it was. And, we always talk about these NFL contracts and the numbers, but I don't think a lot of people understand that the time and money on these contracts are not real.
Mm-hmm.
And so you see Patrick Mahomes' contract, but then it's like, well, like, what is it really? You know what I'm saying? When you get down to what he will actually see versus what he actually has to earn. And I think people hear these numbers and they see these deals like, oh man, no, it's not the NBA and the MLB. Like, the time and money is not real. At some point, either you're going to renegotiate or you're going to get cut.
Right.
Or you're going to take a pay cut, even in the sense of Marcus Mariota with the Raiders having to take a pay cut on his contract.
Mm-hmm. It's a one-way relationship because the owners control the dynamics of the contract. When your value on the field dips below what you're paid, they're going to find a way to get you out of there. That's just the bottom line. But on the other hand, if you're underpaid, whereas you're outperforming what you're being paid, it's hard as hell for you to get your money. So the owners are always in the driver's seat of these contract relationships. And then as soon as the player reaches that point where, he's no longer producing at that $15, $20, $30 million level, whatever it is, then they just cut bait with him. And they always hear the foolishness about people talking about, well, he should honor his contract. He signed with the team. Why don't the team honor the damn contract? They signed a contract with the player. They committed to his money, but all they do is they just cut the guy and can't keep moving. Or they have voidable clauses and stuff like that in the contract where it allows them to escape and not have to pay. Like Taysom Hill, for example, everybody's like, he signed a $140 million extension. That's not $140 million. Matter of fact, his contract is voidable after next season. So it's a one-time tryout to see if he's an NFL starter. And if he don't pan out as an NFL starter, they're gonna void that contract, cut his ass, and let him go. After works out, they'll extend him.
Now, Lemonhead, you played in the league, and in terms of the dynamics and how deep it is, like, say you have a certain incentive in your contract to say, okay, if you play a certain amount of plays, this level of bonus kicks in. Like, at what lengths would they be like, okay, well, we're going to sit you this game or we're going to DNP you this game?
It happened to me. Like I told $70,000, $80,000 extra on my contract. And as soon as I got close to 49.2%, 49.4%, and that other, if you don't get 50, you don't get 50. You don't make that contract. Not all the way up. Guaranteed money. We didn't get no guaranteed money. The only guaranteed money was a signing bonus to sign that contract. They got guaranteed money, reporting bonus money, all this other type of money to sign with. But the deal is, the owners own the league. They know what they want. They know what they're gonna do, and it's a chess match every time you go out there to get a contract. The only thing I like about it is these guys signing $31 million. They get $23 million guaranteed. That's your money. You take that.
Right.
Then you got to play out the rest of that during the time. Now you're getting $23 million. You should be handling your business. You should be doing some things. Back then, When we signed,
Yes.
it was 500,000 or it was 200,000 or getting 100,000 just to sign. So it's a little different now. So it helps those guys up front now. They sort of like, but it's not like basketball. Basketball guaranteed, baseball guaranteed. These guys guaranteed all the way through. They get cut, they still gonna get a check. See, we get cut. You're not gonna make that extra 13 million in the next 3 years or whatever you're supposed to make on that. So kind of like it's bad too, because that's the only thing I hate about now and then back then, because back then, like I said, we didn't have our retirement. The worst retired group totally over all sports, football. I mean, over baseball, basketball. They're the best. They do all the things together. They work together. As guys, we don't work together. We want to be tough and meatheads, but we don't work together. We go out there and we talk about each other, go behind each other back, all this other stuff. And when you're trying to help somebody else is trying to call you out. But they can call you out all day long, but they never call these not helping the league and not helping the guys. We got guys on the street. We got guys not playing. And don't get me wrong, yeah, they made some money, but back then, 200,000 is probably about 6-7 million now, contract wise. How they paying it? When you're balancing stuff out like that. So yeah, I got a little bad taste in my heart for the league. I'm happy I played there, but I don't like what they're doing right now. And some of these guys don't even understand. These young guys don't. Hey, they're getting their money. They driving their Lamborghinis. They got their big houses, and they getting caught up in situations now.
Watch it.
Okay, boss lady said we need to pay some more bills again. So
I love Watson. I think he's the best quarterback. I think he's got to be the top 2 quarterbacks of excitement in the league. I like Watson. And I pray that it's not nothing that he done wrong. I just think that he's being set up in a type of way that people don't understand. And you're going to have all these guys out there trying to – and one thing, he's not guilty. Ain't nobody proven guilty. They don't even have no police charges or none of that. I don't know. But that's my take.
We hope it's a happy ending and not the kind at the massage parlor.
There you go.
All right. We better get across the gun line before the boss comes back.
Right.
Right.
VIP Elite Motors is dedicated to offering high-quality pre-owned vehicles for their customers. From the moment you walk through their door, they're committed to providing you with a great car buying experience. With the skilled sales staff and financing options, they will help you get the vehicle that you want at the great price that you deserve. Go to their website, www.vipeliteMotors.com, to pre-qualify without affecting your credit score. No social security number required. Browse their extensive inventory online and check out the featured vehicles section on the homepage. If you see a vehicle that you like, you can submit an online quote request, or you can contact them to schedule a test drive. Give VIP Elite Motors a call today, 281-471-2800. That's 281-471-2800. They're at 1204 West Main Street in LaPorte, and tell them that In the Tunnel sent you to get your new ride.
What's up, y'all? This is Richard Walker, the great Sports Morpheus with In the Tunnel. We can represent your business for as little as $1 per day. That's $1, 4 quarters per day. Give us a call, 832-245-1050, 832-245-1050. Doesn't matter the size of your business, whether you got 1 customer or 1 million customers, we got something for you. Give us a call. We'll be happy to represent your business. Let them know that you are bringing your business out the tunnel.
Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services should be your first and only call when it comes to tax preparation and filing. We know that preparing to file your taxes can be overwhelming and confusing, which is why we offer a comprehensive tax preparation service for an affordable flat fee. Also, we offer a host of other services to include notary. Let us make your life easier with our convenient and affordable notary services. You can certainly entrust your most valuable documents with us. Startup Business Solutions. Establish rapid LLC setups in no time. Marketing strategies. Our team is prepared to offer creative and innovative ways to enhance your business ideas. Credit counseling, insurance protection, and more. Call us for more information and rates. 661-3975. Also visit our website at www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. We look forward to servicing you.
Tunnel, in the 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 tunnel, sports talk. Ooh.
So they say
getting thirsty.
Getting thirsty. They say the truth is best served cold. So now it's time for a shot of cold hard lemonade with former Worthing coach and former Chicago Bear defensive back Lemuel Stinson.
Lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink.
I see you got me on that. You got me. I had to see it. Well, I think our cold shot of lemonade for this week is going to be about Deshaun Watson. I think Deshaun has to come out and has to, let everybody know what he needs, what's going on. I mean, I know his silence is important. I'm glad that the guys are going to come back out and he said in a week or so to talk about the situation. And it's just crazy how it's going. I mean, like I said earlier in the show, I think it's a lot of things that's setting him up, and I think he put himself in a situation. But we got to understand that these young guys now that they don't have a mentorship, like we can talk to those guys. I mean, I love to pick up the phone and say something to them. But right now, my good thinking is that they'll want to keep him there, and this is the way they're trying to do it because a lot of teams won't have the money to bring him in, but they want to bring him in, but they won't bring him in because of the situation and what's going on. Then you got 22 guys, 22 girls. You're looking at something like what Bill Cosby situation. You never compare. It's a he say she say thing. So all of a sudden now they're saying this and they have no evidence. Only evidence they have is some tape, some text messages and something like that. So I'm waiting to see what comes out. So next week, I have a little bit more information on the situation because I do know that, I sure want to put Busby on to sit your ass down.
Oh, trust me, I'm sure he's going to get a chair pretty soon. They did come about the Watson thing because I wouldn't this myself. And I think I mentioned earlier, why the hell would you get girls off Instagram? Well, maybe we need to get you in touch with Watson so you can tell this dude shut the hell up. Like, best thing he can do right now, shut up. Shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to nobody. So TMZ shared a story that the reason why Watson said that he used the girls from Instagram was because of COVID-19. Isn't that all the more reason not to use the girls on Instagram? Isn't that all the more reason to use someone who has established credentials, safety protocol? Again, your body is a machine, my man. Your body is a $200 million machine. Even if these girls were, straight on the up and up, they don't have the same type of protocols and equipment and procedures and whatever to make sure that they're safe because they can mess around and give you COVID. That's just one reason why you shouldn't do that. There's a million reasons why that's just one of them. I don't get it.
And the most craziest thing to bring them from Atlanta coming to Houston at that time.
Atlanta of all places. Come on, man.
But Rich, like I say, I guarantee you, Elliot, I promise y'all, it's been something they've been doing, and it's a lot more other guys probably in the same situation, and they doing it. They just got their mouth shut. They don't have. Hey, they're not making the money that Deshaun's making right now, or going to make. So this is their only take. And like I say, the Busby, the Mr. Crooked lawyer to me, he coming out asking the man for six figures before it even come up.
Right.
So letting you know that got somebody in the back page doing something. Behind the scenes doing something to try to egg things on. It go from one girl to two girls to five girls to 9 to 12 to 22. We don't even know how many, but he only filed 12. in civil suit at that. You didn't even go to see what's going on with the
Yeah.
officers, the law, the department, the police department, or anything. So now I gotta wait.
HPD came out and said he lied because Tony Busby said that he was in contact with HPD, and it turns out he was talking to some private investigator guy who used to be a detective. That's not the same as talking to HPD, because you're not talking to somebody who's currently in law enforcement. That dude can't arrest nobody.
You know he gonna lie. You know he gonna lie. He just lied too much.
But the unfortunate thing is, we at this point, we're not operating in the court of law. We're operating in the court of public opinion. So facts don't matter. The only thing that matters is information, whether it's true or false. Whoever gets it out there first and gets it out there the most wins. And unfortunately, right now they're winning because how do you rebut this stuff that they're putting out there, even if it's all 100% BS? The way that the manner in which they're distributing it, then they're using the media like a toy. They toying with the media. You had a press conference. Who the hell has a press conference when you go filing civil lawsuits for your victims? You should be taking care of them. And the other thing is, why haven't none of them tried to press criminal charges? I would figure if somebody sexually assaulted you, the first thing you worry about the money later. The first thing is, I want this dude to go to jail. Just saying.
I mean, and then they say one young lady out the room. Long as you're here, what we got is trying to do. Make sure people are right. And I think that one way that the NFL can do tarnish his image, and if they can hurt his image, they can bring his money down. And that's what to me, I think that's what they're trying to do, is to hurt his image, because he has a squeaky clean image, and nobody. I mean, he's not like the receivers and Antonio Brown and look at Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, none of that.
Yes.
None of that. But ain't nobody gonna.
There was evidence against him. There was actual evidence against Roethlisberger.
Actual evidence against him. But the thing I can't understand is, from the vantage point of, okay, why would the Texans push this narrative? Because there's no way. So even if Deshaun Watson says, okay, I'm gonna rescind my trade demands, like, how can you come back to the table and even have a trustworthy relationship with each other?
Okay.
Because, like, the most valuable thing you could have done was, okay, let's go get whoever's offering us the most, let's give them or find a team that he wants to go to, get their draft capital, and just start over. Because now what happens is, let's say the worst happens, they void his contract, they cut Deshaun Watson. You get nothing. You get nothing.
I don't think they care about that. I think, especially considering the egos of Cal McNair and Jack used to be, they remind me of the old slave master mentality. Whereas, you take the biggest field hand and you bring him in front of all the other slaves and you whip his behind, and you do sexual stuff to him. I'm not going to repeat it, but they call it buck breaking. Everybody, they see that dude get buck broken, the rest of them know that they better shut up and do as they're told. This is how you keep them from running away from the plantation, or as the late Cal McNair, Robert McNair said, this is how you keep the slaves from taking over the plantation, or the inmates from taking over the town, whatever the hell he was, he said. Right. So I think they're willing to make the sacrifice of, tormenting Deshaun Watson and tarnishing his image if he doesn't comply, as an example of, here's what we're not going to tolerate in the NFL, because they're looking at James Harden work his way out of Houston. They're looking at, all these other guys in the NBA, but they reach a point where they're not on the same page with the team. They manage to get themselves out of those contracts and get traded or released. The NFL is, taking a hard stance on that in the opposite direction. I think they're making Deshaun Watson as an example.
Yeah. And that vantage point is way more diabolical. I mean, but like you said, because it even puts, these other players on notice in the league, like, hey, Do you really want to go to this extreme to demand a trade or try to wield some type of power that you feel you have?
Right.
Because in the end, you really don't. Either you're going to do it how they tell you to do it, or you do something else.
Right. They're creating a template on how you handle star players who demand trades in the NFL.
And
that's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing right now. They're trying to stop it because my Pittsburgh guy, the running back, I can't think his name.
Le'Veon
Bell. He was the start off of it now. Trying to hold out for more money now, and Deshaun doing what he's doing. They just trying to let you know that you're not gonna do with the basketball player.
Right. Yep. Breaking up there a little bit, brother.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
But yeah, we get your point though. They want to make an example of these guys, and want to make sure that they remain in control of their relationship. They don't want a partnership with these NFL players. They want an owner-player relationship, and it's very clear that they don't want any part of having to partner with these guys. And, have a mutually beneficial relationship with them, contractually speaking.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to the end of this show, and I want to thank my business partner for asking me to do it and participating today. But ladies and gentlemen, this is In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show with Lemonhead Stinson and the great Sports Morpheus Richard Walker. If you like today's segment, please like, share, subscribe to our YouTube, website, Facebook, and Instagram, In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show. You guys have any closing remarks?
Deshaun, shut up. That's all I gotta say. And I say, if anybody doing something special for that verses on Easter Sunday, let your boy know. You got backyard barbecues, cookouts, your fish fries, whatever. You make sure you invite the In the Tunnel crew out. We want to check that out. We're gonna pull up in the Lincoln Continental with the white wall tires on there, and hop out in our velvet suits and check that out.
Most definitely. Hey, you got any closing shots?
Just don't say nothing. Just be quiet and just let the chips fall where they may fall. I mean, I hope the best for them. That's my last.
Well, people, we have a great show lined up next week. Tune in 6 to 7. This has been In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show. Please, people, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, In the Tunnel Sports Talk Show. And we will see you guys next week.
Tune in to the Tunnel Talk is too real. Talk about sports with the Truesdale. The great Sports Morpheus. Listen up and talk about sports with us. This that sports flow. We talking sports, bro. All sorts though. Tune in to the sports show. All sports, all stats, I'm an all-star. Championship MVP. Who gonna ball hard? What's your favorite sporting team? I'm asking y'all. Baseball, football, or is it basketball? Getting money is my sport, so I have to ball. In the Tunnel is the best show after all.